Welcome to Sparta, where tonight it's MVC football, Tomah and Sparta. As we play, Dave, on Friday the 13th, Tomah coming off a win against Baraboo, and they're coming off a tough loss against a very good Logan team. Dave, tonight, Tomah trying to go to 2-0 in the MVC for the first time since 2011. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been long enough. I'd like to get that done tonight, right? But Sparta's started the year off pretty good, playing some good football. So this is really going to be a good challenge for this Tomah football team.
Well, Sparta about to be introduced. Here comes Sparta. Dave actually won the highlights as we start our 40th year. We were very fortunate, were we not, 2 years ago to come up here and actually televise the very first game played on this field, didn't we?
Yeah, and not only that, we won it, so we got to take the trophy home. It was a very good night, and Sparta fans, obviously, and team pretty disappointed over that, I'm sure, but they got their revenge in Tomah last year, so here we go. Once again, the two rivals.
Dave, 2 years ago, we beat them up here by 1. Jake Ballard with a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. Tomah was down 21-7 in that game, came back to win by 1. Last year, they returned the favor with a 1-point win at Tomah. These two teams, Dave, combined, their wins have come against opponents going into tonight that are 0-10. They have 2 wins against Boston and Black River. Neither one of those teams have won a game. Our win against Baraboo, they're 0-4. So they come in 2-1. Is it a deceiving 2-1? We'll find out. They are the only team, Dave, in the 30-plus year history of the MVC that has never won or shared a football title. So here we go. Von Ruden will kick off eventually. It's a beautiful facility, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. You know, you got your artificial turf, brand new press box and stands, and state-of-the-art over there at the concession, bathrooms, all brand new. So absolutely very, very nice.
Tomah gets Alex Boyko back tonight. He's not played this season.
Number 60.
And that's his Boyko. Not going anywhere. And also, Dave, Owen Bunkendall back this week. Tomah offense. Jackson Steffel, your QB, 6 foot 160, a senior. Adam Brisky, running back, 6 foot 195, a sophomore. Bruce Raisin, 6 foot 220, a senior. You also see Sean Abbas back there, 5'7", 170, a junior. And Tim Buddy, the leading rusher last week. Buddy, 6 foot 190, a junior. We'll give you the line in a moment here. Tomah at their own 21. Not going anywhere. That's Boyko. Right tackle is Brody Robertson, 6'2", 2 1/4, sophomore. Hunter Butterfuss, 6 foot 190, a junior, left tackle. Right guard is Bo Rui, 6'1", 215, a junior. Left guard Dalton Bradley, 6 foot 2 1/4, a senior. Their center is Alex Aiden Klima, 6'2", 6 foot 220, a senior. And the wideouts will be Jaden Johnson, 5'10", 160, a junior. Alex Boyko, 6'1", 165, a senior. We'll also see Silas Cram, 6'2", 170, a sophomore. Second and long. Another flag on the play. Penalty on Sparta. Dave, you were not at the Baraboo game last week. One thing we do need to clean up. Come out of there with a 3-point win, but we had 12 penalties for 87 yards. Can't have that tonight.
No, you know the old story, penalties kill drives, and it's really hard to overcome that many of them.
These two teams are playing for the 119th time tonight. He began playing way back in 1894. 2nd and 7, Tomah. Jackson, Steffel. Flag, I don't know what happened there.
Blew it dead, I think.
They blew it dead, obviously.
We're going to give him back in 5.
Sparta comes in, as we said, 2-1, 0-1 of the MVC. Tomah offensively is averaging 262 yards a game, 109 through the air, 153 on the ground. Tim Buddy with over 200 yards rushing, your leading rusher. Buddy had 72 yards last week. Been a kind of an ugly start, hasn't it?
Well, they gave us 5 offsides, and we gave it right back. So, the neighborly thing to do. But now it's going to be 2nd and long again.
Steffel rolling to his left. He's in trouble, and it's thrown and it's incomplete. Was it caught? Incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Steffel on the season has thrown for 273 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Tim Buddy, your leading rusher, with 231 yards coming in. Buddy with 3 touchdowns. 3rd and long, Tomah. Opening possession from Sparta. Steffel going to throw it out here in the flat, and it is caught. Caught by Tim Buddy. And that should be enough for Tomah first down. That's a big conversion. I didn't get it, did he? Yard marker still showing. Now they're moving. Okay, yard marker finally moving. Tomah on the season on 3rd down is converting at 44%, by the way. Now they have the fancy yard markers here, Dave, the down markers that light up. At my age, you need all the help you can get. That was a first down, not by much. First down, Tomah, converting on 3rd and long at their own 31 now. 2 minutes into the first quarter from Sparta. Brisky in motion. This is Adam Brisky going nowhere. Sparta coming off a tough 21-16 loss last week to Logan. Logan and Holman, Dave, appear to be the cream of the crop early in the season, don't they?
Yeah, early on, early indications. Holman certainly looks like they're got a really good running game again this year.
Back the run and nothing to Tim Buddy. Zweifel on the tackle for Sparta. 9 to go in the first quarter. They have another 3rd and long. Well, last time Tomah converted, they have twins to the right, as you can see. 3rd and long, Tomah at their own 31. Steffel rolling. Steffel going to throw it, and it is caught by Owen Buckendall. That was a heck of a catch by Owen.
Had to go up and take it away from the defensive back there on the sideline and get the feet down. So that was definitely huge. And they're going to say it's just short.
Yeah. That's a heck of a catch, though. Puts Tomah to 4th and makeable. Buckendall at 6'2", using his size that time.
Taking a pretty big chance, if you ask me. I know it's short yardage, but we have not hardly gained a foot on the ground.
What is it, 4th and less than a yard, right? 4th and 1, we'll call it. And straight ahead, I don't know. Wags, you may have predicted it correctly. Steffel didn't get it. And you're right, they had shut down the running game, so Sparta's going to take over on downs. That was a big gamble early. So Dave, instead of punting, we give Sparta the ball at our own 40.
Yeah, mark that one down. It's first big call of the game, and it goes against Tomah, and I didn't have a good feeling about that this early in the game.
Out in motion. They're going to run with McTaggart, tackled by Tim Buddy. McTaggart on the run, he's their leading rusher. He had 167 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win against Black River. Last week, though, Dave, against Logan, McTaggart had 9 carries for 18 yards.
Well, he might be well, no, he didn't get 9, so probably got a third of that on that carry.
Out in motion again. True on the keeper. Dave, the thing that scared you coming in here, they can run the ball. They like to run the ball, although Joe Protz said they threw the ball a lot against Logan. We haven't seen that so far. But with McTaggart and Ott, they have very 2 good running backs. I say that, Dave, because we are giving up offensively at over 209 yards a game on the ground. We have not stopped the run this season, have we?
No, and Sparta knows that. And against Logan, more than likely a pretty stout defense. They had to throw the ball more.
McTaggart again. Still going. Finally taken down. I believe it was Bruce Raisin. So, Dave, we gambled on 4th and short at our own 40, and they've taken advantage so far, haven't they?
Yep, they're yet to get negative yardage. We've yet to stop them for, a loss or incomplete pass. They haven't tried a pass yet, so.
Zach True is their QB. On the handoff, this is Ott trying to get outside. And Ott is inside the 5 before he's knocked out of bounds by Hoffman.
Number 4, Ott with the ball. Number 1. Forced out of bounds by number 1, Hoffman. Second down.
Hoffman filling in for Riley Christie, who's still out with an injury. Had a nice game last week. In fact, Hoffman led the team in tackles with 5. He also had 4 assists. Abbas had 4 tackles. Raisin had 3 tackles. And Buddy had 3 tackles along with Adam Brisky in the win against Baraboo. Inside the Tomah 5. McTaggart, touchdown. 40 yards out. All run. It all started when Tomah went for it on 4th and 1 at their own 40.
Well, he just took it himself, kind of picked a hole, waited for it to develop, and no one was able to get there early. It kind of waited for that thing to develop. Tomah could have had any kind of penetration at all. They may have been able to get a hit on him, and just weren't able to.
Von Ruden to a 6 out of 7 on extra points. So try the extra point for Sparta. And the kick is good. So Tomah on their opening possession go for it on 4th and 1 at their own 40. They're denied. And Sparta makes them pay. We'll be back in 30.
Tomah Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery. Our board-certified physicians meet the needs of every patient with the Mako Smart Robotics and Da Vinci surgical systems.
Tomah Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Visit tomahhealth.org for expert surgical care.
So Tomah, which had no success in all running the ball, their first possession, Still went for it on 4th and 1. And we're stopped. And Sparta made it look easy, Dave. 40-yard drive, all runs. Now Tomah down early. Not the way you want to start if you're Tomah. Alex Boyko on the return. It wasn't Boyko. It was Jaden Johnson, and he's getting up a little slow, as you can see. Jaden limping off. Last week, Dave, Silas Cram, the sophomore, 1 catch, but it was a big one, for 30 yards and a touchdown to win the half, which put Tomah right back in this game. So with Johnson limping off, I'm sure you're going to see Silas Cram play a bigger role in this game. Tomah down early, 7-0. Still haven't been able to run the ball. Well, there's a little better run. That's best run of the game for Tomah. That's Sean Abbas on the run.
31.
Abbas with 135 yards rushing coming in. The junior.
2nd down.
Best run for Tomah today, 5 yards for Abbas.
Yeah, he got some positive yardage. Guys on the offensive line gave him a crease right there, kind of closed quickly, but he was able to muscle his way for those 5 yards.
2nd and 5, Tomah. Abbas in motion. Tim Buddy going to try to get outside, and that's not going to happen. Dusty Monroe on the tackle for Sparta. Another 3rd and long for Tomah. We've had 3 of them, haven't we? 2 for 2 so far. But you can't keep putting yourself in 3rd and long, can you?
No, one thing I've noticed here early, Tomah not sustaining blocks at all. Whether it was the passing game you saw early, Steffel having to roll out left and right, and guys are hitting their defender and then letting go right away. You can't do that. You got to sustain your block.
Yeah, they're clearly winning the battle up front right now. 3rd and long, Tomah. Jackson Steffel going to throw it downfield, and it's incomplete. Looking for Boyko.
Number 11.
Gus Tripp on the coverage for Sparta. And they'll get it right back. There was one MVC game last night. Holman beat Baraboo 31-0. Holman 2-0 in the MVC now. Tonight, Logan's at Reedsburg. Logan, the heavy favorite there, and Central and Anna flip a coin on that one. Well, first time they had it, Dave, they went 40 yards. Thanks to Tomah not making it on 4th and 1. We obviously couldn't stop the run. We'll see how round 2 goes here.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a little better than we did on that first drive. As you said, we didn't get any kind of penetration in the running game defensively. And that's what it takes really to stop the run. We want to get back there and disrupt things, and we didn't do any of it. So hopefully we can make some adjustments here and do it here.
We'll give you that Tomah defense. We get a chance here. Haven't given you that yet. McTaggart on the run. Brisky. And Buddy on the tackle. Key tackles for Tomah, Dalton Bradley. 6 foot 225, a senior. Hunter Butterfuss may play tonight. 6 foot 190, a junior. Tackles are Wesley Kratke, 6'5", 290, a senior, and Bo Rui, 6'1", 215, a junior. 2nd and 8, 2nd and 2. Back to run with McTaggart. That was Eisensee get the last get up for Tomah. Nate Eisensee had a big tackle in the game last week. And Baraboo had a chance late in the game. He forced a fumble. Tomah The game ended with nobody really recovering the fumble. That was the very last play of the game. He's out there tonight is Eisensee. Michael Zassabel also scheduled to be at an end. Owen Loudon at a linebacker, 5'10", 165, a sophomore. Bruce Ray's at a linebacker, 6 foot 200-pound senior. Adam Brisket, a linebacker, 195, 6-foot sophomore. You have Tim Buddy back there also. Tim Buddy at a safety, 6 foot 190, a junior. Also Jaden Hoffman back there, 5'9", 150, a senior. And also the secondary is Alex Boyko for Tomah. First down, Sparta. 4:45 to go, first quarter. Dave totally dominated by Sparta. Only up by 7, but on the move again.
Yeah, I think I'd rather give them the first down and 3rd and inches and basically a free play.
McTaggart again, trying the right side. Missed tackle by Tomah, and a nice run from McTaggart. Cameron Finch had a shot at him but couldn't wrap him up. Turns for an 8-yard gain. Second and 2, Sparta. Leading already 7-0 here in the first quarter. True looking to throw it, and he's got a man wide open. That's Ott for a touchdown. And that was just too easy.
Well designed, got him wide open, and from there on, he did the rest just with speed. Looked like he had a couple of orange cones out there to run around. And because our defenders basically were flat-footed, and he went right around them and made it easy, as you said.
Yeah, that was just too easy. Von Ruden will try the extra point. Kick is good. 14-0 Sparta, scoring a moment ago on this pass. True to Ott. Here in the first quarter. True looking to throw it, and he's got a man wide open. That's Ott for a touchdown. Well, 2 possessions, 2 Sparta touchdowns, Dave. 1 on a run, 1 on a pass. Still have 4:15 to go in the first quarter, and Tomah down 14-0. That's going to go out of bounds. Sparta's averaging 34 points a game. They put up 46 against Black River, 41 against Mauston, and then scored just 16 last week against Logan in the loss. They're only giving it up, Dave, at 11 points a game. Tomah's averaging 15 a game, giving it up at 26. I don't think Joe Protz thought he'd be down by 14 with less than 5 to go in the first quarter, do you?
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any coach expects that, but he's going to have to get this team woke up and executing, because we're getting whooped at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Tomah starts at their own 35. Another flag. Well, keep in mind, Dave, for what it's worth, it was a totally different team 2 years ago when we were up here, but that game we were down 21-7 and came back to win by 1, but that was totally different on both sides of the ball. And another penalty on Tomah. We mentioned earlier they had 12 last week, 12 penalties for 87 yards. Need to put something together here, don't you?
Yeah, and 1st and 15 doesn't make it any easier.
We keep putting ourselves in the hole. Abbas in motion. Another flag. This one's going to be on Sparta.
Offside.
Well, next week, Sparta's at Reedsburg. Then you have back-to-back games at home with Holman and Anna. And they'll wrap up their MVC season at Central and Baraboo. Tomah next week at Holman. And in 2 weeks back home for Central. Tomah after 135, down by 14. Jackson Steph are going to throw it. Got a man wide open. That's Abbas.
Out of bounds by 12. Gregg. Second down.
Short gain. Well, it was 15, so we got about 8 on it. Second and long.
Well, we was 10 because they gave us the 5 back.
You're right, yeah. Yep, it's only about a 2-yard gain. I thought I had more than that, but it's only a 2-yard gain. Steph are going to throw it again. Looking downfield, got a man open, and it is caught. Alex Boyko. And boy, did Tomah need that.
Yeah, certainly did. They tried that on the last series down the far sideline, and that was well covered. But this time, Boyko was able to get a little separation. He had a step or step and a half on the defender, and the defender did a nice job preventing the touchdown.
Well, we lost, obviously, Eli Brown to graduation, but Boyko is also very quick. Buddy with the direct snap for nothing. So you get the big pass play, Dave, but now you need to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we may have gained a little bit on that play, a little bit of wildcat action. Buddy taking the direct snap.
Ball's at the Sparta 10. A little more than 3 to go in the first quarter. Sparta up at the moment 14-0. Second down, Tomah. Steffel rolling. Steffel going to throw it in the corner. Incomplete. Looking for Buckendall. Grant Geyer on the coverage for Sparta.
Interference in the end zone.
Was there a flag? I didn't see one.
Yep.
All right, they did throw a flag, huh?
Pass
all right, I didn't see the flag. Well, we'll take it.
One of my big problems in high school is
Not an automatic first down in high school.
No, you're right. So it's inside the 5. Still second down inside the 5 with the interference call a moment ago. I did not see the flag. Tim Buddy, direct snap, will find the end zone. Fourth touchdown of the season for the junior, Tim Buddy. With Wags all set up on the big pass. Steffel to Boyko, wasn't it?
Yeah, hadn't done anything offensively, but hit that big one, gave us some life, and to Tomah's credit, they finished the drive.
Adam Brisky's only tried 2 extra points. He's 1 out of 2. And the extra point looks good from this angle, it is. So Tomah gets the Buddy touchdown a moment ago. 14-7, Sparta with this Buddy touchdown a moment ago. With the interference call a moment ago, I did not see the flag. Tim Buddy, direct snap, will find the end zone. Huge drive for Tomah, Dave. We were not able to stop them at all, either possession. Needed to not give it right back to them. And the big pass play. The Boyko was huge. Peyton Smith kicking off. The Taggart on the return. Robert Shaw and others there for Tomah. All right, so now the bottom line is, Dave, you just scored for Tomah, but now can the defense get a stop?
Well, I'm not really sure if that was a squib or he just mishit that, because you would not think a squib would have been called for there. Gave him the ball at midfield.
Yeah, their first drive, they went 40 yards. Tomah went on it for 4th and 1 and couldn't make it. That was a gift. Now they start right at midfield. Staying on the ground. Raisin there for Tomah. Gain of 1. Second and 9, Sparta, right on the Tomah side of midfield. McTaggart in motion. Here comes McTaggart. Dragged down by, I believe it was Alex Boyko. Flag on the play. I think there's a face mask coming here.
Horse collar.
Or a horse collar. Yeah, I believe it was Boyko that made the tackle. But Dave, I said earlier, this Tomah defense hasn't stopped the run all season. Horse collar coming up. So they get nothing on the first run and then go to McTaggart, their leading rusher. And it gives them a huge run, another penalty coming up on Tomah. That'll put the ball at the Tomah 11. Not that they need any help. True to throw it. Caught by Ott. Tackled by Hoffman.
Ott with the ball, number 1, Hoffman, in on the tackle. Second down.
These are somewhat unusual Sparta uniforms, aren't they, Dave? We haven't seen this before. We were looking at these guys. Well, this, by the way, is the 36th time we played them in the NBC. 36th time. They were 6-5 last season, 3-4 in the NBC, just like Tomah. Geyer at the top of the screen. Under 2 to go. Staying on the ground.
Number 3, with the ball.
Otten on the run that time.
In on the tackle, 53,
Winding down a minute to go in the first quarter. 14-7, Sparta leading Tomah. At the Tomah 3. True on the handoff. No, True still got it. He's going to throw it for a touchdown. Caden Cott with the reception. So he fakes it and finds Cott wide open in the back of the end zone. Didn't take him long to answer, did it?
No, he sure didn't. We had the big pass play, they had the big running play, and they finished it off. So after Tomah answers, sorely needed touchdown, they come right back and make it a 2-touchdown lead again.
Ron Runer on to try the extra point. It's his 3rd extra point attempt. They haven't played a quarter yet. Kick is good. Early, well, a little more than a minute to go in the quarter. Sparta leading 21-7. We'll be back at 30.
Tomah Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery. Our board-certified physicians meet the needs of every patient with the Mako Smart Robotics and Da Vinci surgical systems.
Tomah Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Visit tomahhealth.org for expert surgical care.
Well, Sparta's had the ball 3 times, Dave. That last possession, they started at midfield, so they've had 2 touchdowns, one of 40 yards and one of 50 yards. So field position has been huge. From his 10,
Boyko on the return. Looked like the
Alex Boyko, yeah.
ball came loose there, but Tomah recovered.
All right, so Tomah was down 14-0. Got a long pass. Step for the Boyko to set up a buddy touchdown. But then Sparta answers the bell with another touchdown pass. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. 21-7, Sparta. They jump. Well, Dave, you know, we talked about this on the way up here. They scored 46 against Black River, 41 against Boston. Both those teams combined going into tonight are 0-6. So we thought maybe it's deceiving. Maybe they can't score points. But they've already put up 21, so maybe look like I was wrong probably, huh?
Well, I would say last week against Logan was probably the game that tells the story.
Yeah, Logan is for real. Another flag on the play. Mentioned earlier, Dave, they are the only MVC team in the 30-plus years of the MVC to not win or share an MVC title in football. 2019, they were real close. They finished 5-1 in the MVC behind champion Alaska. So they've been knocking on the door, but have never won or shared a title. We're going to get a timeout here. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Next week, by the way, we will not be at Holman. I talked with their activities director earlier in the week. They have had, it's their homecoming game first of all, so anticipating a huge crowd. They're off to their best start in 3 years, so they anticipate a very big crowd. Plus the fact the press box, there's no room in the press box. So we thought, why take away, not fair to take away space from their fans, which would mean going to the bleachers. So again, we will not be televising at Holman next Friday. Abbas on the run. Nice run for Abbas. And we made some adjustments, Dave. You may recall earlier in the game, we couldn't get anything on the ground.
Yeah, we did, apparently. Nice hole there. And good acceleration through the hole that time. As he saw daylight and was able to get outside and turn on the speed.
So Tomah's inside their 10 at the 7 now, late in the first quarter, trying to answer their score. Tim Buddy, touchdown. And Tomah right back in it. Well, if you like offense, Dave, you've loved this one, haven't you? 5 touchdowns. We haven't played a quarter yet.
Pretty unusual. Yeah. They scored, I would not have bet that we would come back and score before the quarter was over.
Risky's extra point is blocked. But Tomah right back answers their touchdown on this touchdown run of 7 yards a moment ago by Tim Buddy. His second of the night and his 5th of the season. Seven now, late in the first quarter, trying to answer their score. Tim Buddy, touchdown. And Tomah right back in it. All right, 21-13, Peyton Smith, the kickoff. Again, his last kickoff for Peyton wasn't a beauty, was it? We gave him the ball right in midfield. That one, a little bit better, but they're just again starting in great shape. Cameron Finch on the tackle. Biggest key in this first quarter, Dave. Bottom line, we have given them outstanding field position to start every time, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now again, they're going to start at their own 43. They had the first drive of the game, they started at the Tomah 40. The last drive, they started at the 50, and now they start at the 43. So field position has been huge in this first quarter for Sparta.
Yeah, after our punt, they started at the 38, so that was pretty good too.
Stay on the ground. This could be our last play of the first quarter. Another nice run. Boyko on the tackle. McTaggart on the run. Another first down run for Sparta. Just winning the battle up front, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll just keep pounding it until you stop it. And then, of course, they mix in the passing game when you least expect it, and got the big gainer and ended up scoring on that drive.
That was probably the last play of the quarter, and was. Well, if you like offense, you like this one. We played a quarter from Sparta. 21-13 Sparta at the quarter. We'll be back in 30. Welcome back to Sparta. Gregg Hagen along with Dave Wagner, our 40th year of Tomah High School football. 36th game we've televised between these two teams in the MVC. Sparta leading 21-13. This is Ott. And Ott is going to find the end zone. Second touchdown of the game for Ott.
Well, he's got speed and he's got quickness and he's got some moves. And the first time he didn't need hardly any moves. This time he had to kind of navigate some traffic. He was able to do so. I'm not sure anybody got a hand on him.
Reese Ott, quick young man. Dave, all he did was throw him a short little pass, and he did the rest on his own, didn't he? So they score again. They scored on every possession at Sparta, which is not good. Extra point is good. First play of the second quarter. Sparta adds to the lead a moment ago on this touchdown pass to Reese Ott. These two teams in the MVC. Sparta leading 21-13. This is Ott. And Ott is going to find the end zone. Second touchdown of the game for Ott. They've had the ball every time they've had it, they scored. And again, they started at their own 43. They've got great field position. So now can Tomah answer their score? We've answered their last two scores. Von Ruden kicking off. 9 seconds into the second quarter. 28-13 Sparta. Tim Buddy on the return.
Number 2, Buddy, returning the kick.
Last year, Dave, they were pretty much Tom Laufenberg. He was their quarterback. He threw for over 1,900 yards. Not only was he their QB, he led them in rushing, so he's gone. And they've turned the car keys over to Zach True. And with this running and passing game, hasn't had to do a whole lot, has he? McTaggart and Ott, I put on the show tonight. More Ott than McTaggart.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been a dynamic duo for Sparta tonight.
Tomah trying to run and maybe one, that's all.
On the tackle, Taker and 79, Buddy, the ball carrier. Short gain, second down.
Tim Buddy with the touchdown, 2 touchdowns tonight, gave him 5 on the season. Buddy on the run a moment ago. Second and 8, Tomah, at around their own 30. Jackson, Steph, we're going to throw it, and it is going to be incomplete. Had a lot of error on that throw. Awful lot of error. Third down, Tomah.
Well, once again, big time pressure. He had to roll. He had to let that go high and didn't get a whole lot on it because of the pressure. He's very lucky that didn't come back the other way for 6 points.
That's true. You know, Reese Ott for them, Dave, with 2 touchdown passes tonight. Got 117 yards and 3 touchdowns against Boston, so he can do it on the ground and through the air. Third and long, Tomah. Steffel. Incomplete. Through the hands of, off the hands of Silas Cram. He was open. Might have been a little behind him. I hate to say this, Dave, because we try to stay positive. Tomah's going to have to punt again. Steph for the punt. They're going to come away, Dave, believe it or not, again in great shape.
Yeah, they certainly should.
And it's going to take a bounce, and they're actually going to start inside their 35, which is still great field position. Dave, every time they've had it, they've scored, which brings the question to mind. Can our defense get off the field? We haven't so far. They've killed us with the run. They've killed us with the pass. They already have 28 points. We still have 10 plus to go in the first half. And they're going to start with their worst field position of the night, believe it or not, at their own 34.
Yep.
This is McTaggart, right up the middle. Huge hole to McTaggart. Tim Buddy, maybe a touchdown saving tackle.
I don't think there's any maybe there. I think it was definitely just that. So they get big yardage on first down, almost near midfield.
They are definitely winning the battle up front at Sparta. That was a huge hole from McTaggart to run through, wasn't it, Wags?
Yeah, it really was. A little bit of a delay there and deep handoff, and I don't think anybody laid a hand on him till Buddy.
Yeah, and that might have been a touchdown saving tackle, to be honest with you. McTaggart again.
Taker with the ball, nowhere to go.
Kratky there that time. Bottom line, Dave, we need a stop, and we haven't got it this whole game.
No, we need one in the worst way. We need a bunch after that. So, you know, the way the offense started, they adjusted, been able to move the football, score some points. Well, the defense has got to do the same thing.
Second down, right at midfield, 2nd and 9. Ott in motion. This is Mason Ott. Buddy with the contact, takes him down. Another tackle for Tim Buddy. Well, third down for Sparta.
Third and short, for the Spartans.
3rd and 1. 9+ still to go in the half. 28-13, Sparta. This is their 5th possession of the game. They've scored in the prior 4. True on the handoff. No True's going to keep it. And True's got the first down to Zach True.
Quarterback keeper for number 8, Zach True, first and 10, Sparta!
Zach True is a senior. Another one of these rosters, Dave, they just list their grade. They don't list their height or weight. But we know True is a senior, obviously. Down to Tomah 35. True to throw it. Mason out on the catch. And a nice play right there by Hoffman. We talked about Hoffman last week at a really nice game. Did Jaden Hoffman filling in for Riley Christie, who's still out with an injury. That's a nice tackle. He doesn't make that one, Dave. Could have gone a ways.
Yeah, we had somebody knifing through there right where he caught the football. Wasn't able to make the tackle, but luckily he was there to make Hoffman was there to clean up.
2nd and 5. Back to the run with McTaggart. Again, Hoffman on the tackle. Well, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this defense has given up for Tomah 209 yards on the ground. And they obviously have to be, if not well over 100, if not close to 100, you would think, right?
Oh, I would say well over.
McTaggart again. Adam Brisky's got a hold of them. But they're inside the 10. Nice mix of pass and run for Sparta, isn't it?
Yeah, they're mixing in a few passes here and there, and of course, a couple of them were big touchdown throws. So, yeah, we haven't been able to stop either.
Inside the Tomah 10, True on the handoff, the fake handoff. True's going to throw it, and it is incomplete.
Intercepted.
That was Hoffman almost with the pick. That'd have been big. Tomah, incidentally, this season, Dave, has turned the ball over 6 times and only has 1 turnover. Second down inside the 10. Sparta looking for their 5th touchdown and 5 possessions. McTaggart will find the end zone. 5 possessions, 5 Sparta touchdowns. And McTaggart limping off now. That'd be a big loss for them. Let's hope he's okay. 12 on Rudin to try another extra point. This is his 5th extra point so far. 4 for 4 so far. 10 for 11 on the season. Ought to hold. And the kick is good. 5 possessions, 5 Sparta touchdowns. For the break in the action, here's a look at some more. Let's look at some businesses and organizations bringing you tonight's game. Please thank and patronize them. 14-0 lead. And then Tomah went on a nice little run, couple of Tim Buddy touchdown runs. Tomah cut the lead, Dave, 21-13. They put up 14 unanswered since then. 5 possessions, 5 Sparta touchdowns.
Yeah, it's been a perfect night for Sparta offensively. And the way this is going, I would expect that it could be a perfect night for them until they maybe put in their second stringers, because they're probably going to have that big of a lead here in the second half the way things are going.
Very honestly, there's been no indication that Tomah is going to be able to stop them offensively so far. They came in averaging 34 points a game. They have 35, and we still have 7.5 to go in the first half. Didn't see this coming. I really did not. Tim Buddy on return. So today we had back-to-back nice drives to put up 13 points to cut it to 21-13, but haven't done much since then, have we?
No, last time it was we had to punt the football away, so now everything going Sparta's way. That ball died at about the 2, and Buddy had to pick it up and return it. And the coverage was down there by then, and now we're starting in deep in our own territory.
Yeah, at the 15-yard line.
Fumble.
And a fumble, and Sparta doesn't have it. Looks like Abbas has got it. So unlike Sparta, Dave, which has had outstanding field position all night long, we have not at all, have we?
Well, that's usually the other side of the coin. When one team does, the other team probably doesn't. That's held true in this one.
Gain of 5 on the play. Tomah needs to put something together right here. Tim Buddy on the run. Well, Dave, it's been a good week for Tomah sports. Girls golf team won again in the MVC. JVs won in the football game. Freshman football won yesterday. Girls tennis team won twice. Girls volleyball team won twice. And the boys soccer team won twice. Nice hole right there. Buddy on the run. Again, we will not be televising the Tomah game at Holman next Friday. Our next televised game will be in 2 weeks at home against Central. We're going to get timeout here.
Measurement.
Our measurement, timeout for measurement here.
Three down.
RVC standings going into tonight. Holman at 2-0. Central, Logan, Tomah at 1-0. Onalaska, Reedsburg, Sparta at 0-1, and Baraboo at 0-2. Last night, as you mentioned earlier, there was a game Thursday night. Holman beat Baraboo 31-0. Second down still. Jackson Steffel looking this way, and it is intercepted. Second interception of the season for Steffel. 7th turnover of the season for Dave. 7 turnovers for Tomah. Holding on Tomah, so they're obviously going to decline it, right?
The holding penalty on play by Tomah is declined by Sparta.
Well, we still have 5:26 to go in the half. Sparta leading 35-13. They led 14-0 early. Tomah cut it to 21-13 and a couple buddy touchdowns. They scored 14 unanswered. This is their 6th possession of the game, and Tomah has yet to stop them. Flag on the play. Field position, they have started no worse than their own 30 in this game. That first possession was a Mason out on the run. Brisky, Finch on the tackle. You know, Dave, you go back to our first possession of the game when we went for it on 4th and short at our 40, and they stopped us. Little did we know that maybe that was a sign of maybe we wouldn't be able to stop them all night. They're at their own 41 now. 2nd and short. Otten on the run. Rays in there for Tomah, along with Brisky. Not gonna lie to you, Dave. Every time on the way when we're on the road, we talk on the way up here. I'll be honest with you. Didn't see a 35-13 score in the first half. Not at all. Didn't see this coming.
Well, certainly not.
Here's Zach True looking. Zach is looking downfield, and it is caught by Geyer. Geyer says he needs some help. Quinn Gerke had great coverage. Quinn Gerke couldn't ask for better coverage. He just out-jumped him, didn't he?
Yeah, he may have come up lame there. Looks like maybe a cramp. Pretty humid, a little bit warm tonight.
Actually, outside the press box, it's very comfortable. Inside, nice wind going through here. And you can see why this Sparta team, Dave, would be a problem, because they can hurt you in a lot of ways, can't you? Can't they?
Well, they're hurting us every way you can hurt them. I don't think you do that against everybody, but they're certainly looking like a well-oiled machine tonight.
Staying on the ground. Inside the 10. That's Mason Ott. Finch on the tackle. Dave, for the record, in the history of Tomah sports on the network, our 40th year, we have never televised a game where the opponent has scored on their first 6 possessions. So this is a part of history tonight.
Sure.
Never had one like that. Otten on the run. Brisky and Rays in there for Tomah. Still 3+ to go. Sparta with a 35-13 lead, looking to add to it late in the half. That is Otten, and he's in the end zone. 6 possessions, 6 Sparta touchdowns. 41-13 Sparta. And Von Ruden will attempt his 6th extra point at the half. Ball is down. The Von Ruden kick is good. 6 possessions, 6 Sparta touchdowns. 21 unanswered points since Tomah cut it to 21-13. That's going to find the end zone. No, Dave, I just picked this up earlier. Buddy's been back there on kickoffs. Normally it'd be Boyko. And Boyko had the big catch, which set up our first touchdown. And let's keep an eye, see if we see 11 out there. I haven't seen Boyko for a while. I wonder if he's hurt. He obviously had that big catch early in the game. He's not out there right now. Steph, we're going to throw out short gain right here. Silas Cram is in the game. Adam Brisky who can catch the ball. Bucknall, I would assume, is still out there. But I don't see Alex Boyko. Tomah down big, 42-13, continuing to run the football for the most part. Back to run. Sean Abbas that time.
Third down.
Bad news, Dave. Not that things aren't bad enough down 42-13. Bad news is they get the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they do. They deferred, and that worked out for them.
Tomah continuing to stay on the ground.
Might have got the first.
Yeah, I see Cram out there, but I don't see Boyko at all.
Well, it's flag too.
Flag on the play.
Eli Nichols with the tackle. Right on the play.
See the wide out there. Top of the screen is Buckendall. So Buckendall's out there with Cram. And Boyko is not in the game. And I should have picked it up earlier because normally Buddy, who's back on kickoffs, normally would not be back there. So you have to assume something happened to Boyko. Penalty on the play.
Leg on the play. I'll start on Tomah, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the half. It's been all Sparta. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns. Led 14-0, then Tomah made it 21-13, but they've run off 21 unanswered since then. And Tomah's just going to stay on the ground. If you're Sparta, you'll take that, won't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Help us run the clock out here. That 15-yard personal foul helped, gave us that first down, and we get a false start and give them 5 back. So I think we can make it though. Try to run this clock out.
No sense of urgency from Tomah. Down big. Running again. Raising that time.
Number 11, Hagen in on the tackle. Third down.
Be interesting to be a fly on the wall at halftime, see what Joe Prance has to say to his team, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be real interesting. I'm not really sure. Talking to the players a whole lot, I'd be talking to coaches, trying to figure out what adjustments need to be made. And we jump.
I'll tell you what, a stat, we don't have stats normally, but a stat that would really be interesting, Dave. Sparta 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns, and keep in mind they've had great field position all night. What total yards would be very interesting for Sparta, wouldn't it? And we're going to get another timeout. Tomah takes one with 18 seconds to go in the half. Next week, Sparta's at Reedsburg. You like their chances there. Then they'll have a home game with Holman. And then on at home, then they wrap it up with Central and Baraboo. Tomah next week will have their hands full at Holman. And again, we will not be televising that game. So they Sparta, their 3rd game in 4. They have scored 40 or more. 46 against Black River, 41 against Mauston, and 42-9 against Tomah. And we still have another half of football to go. Another flag on the play. That was an interesting timeout, Dave. I don't know why we took it.
I'm not sure. Whatever we cooked up, we got 5 yards more territory to gain to get that first down. Now is another false start. I think that's 2 or is that 3 without snapping the football. We've really having the wheels come off here. It's a mental thing now, and our heads are definitely left the building.
Clock is running. 10 seconds to go in the half. (42-13) Sparta. Not what sure this is all about.
Clock needs to be at 17.
17 seconds on the clock, please.
Well, they want to put more back on the clock, so they're going to put 17 seconds on the clock. Tomah staying very conservative. That's going to end the half. Buddy on the run. We played a half from Sparta. It's been all Sparta. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns, 42-13 Sparta at the half. You're watching the Hagen Sports Network. Welcome back to Sparta. Dave Wagner. We're getting along with Dave Wagner. Dave, see if we can find, if we get a chance, I was going to try to find Alex Boyko on the sidelines. You may recall very early in the game, there was a kickoff where it looked like Boyko got hurt. And there he is right there. There's Boyko right there. Keep an eye on him, but he's not been in the game. Our wideouts have pretty much been Silas Cram, Brisky, and Bunkendall. All right, Dave, 42-13, and they get the ball to start the second half. Cameron Finch had a hold of him, and finally Tomah brings him down. All right, you gave up 42 in the first half. Bottom line is, it can't get any worse, can it?
Well, if they take it down and score, it's going to be worse on the scoreboard, but it can't probably get any worse as far as gameplay, and I hear what you're saying. I just think you have to go out on the field like it's 0-0 and start fresh and just see what you can do in the second half.
Out in motion. There goes McTaggart on the run. Not much from McTaggart. Well, Dave, we're down big, same score with about a little more than probably 2-3 minutes to go in the half, and I thought we might be a little more aggressive, throw the ball, but we're content to run the ball and run the clock out. Boyko, we saw him on the sideline a moment ago. Hopefully nothing serious. He had a big catch early in the game to set up our first score. True. Gonna throw it, and it is caught. Dalton Bradley was right in the face of True that time. This is their 7th possession of the game. They have scored on every possession. That is going to be very close to a first down for Ott. And obviously they're going to go for it here. It looks like 4th and 1. Going into tonight, Tim Buddy leads the team in tackles with 27. Raisin with 23, Adam Brisky with 22, and Abbas with 20. Buddy leads the team in solo tackles, coming in with 12. 4th and a long yard for Sparta. 4th and 2. True to throw it. Looking downfield, and it is underthrown. Hoffman on the coverage is looking for Geyer. And for the first time tonight, Tomah gets a stop.
Yeah, we got him into 4th down, and you kind of feel like they could have probably picked up 2 yards the way they've been moving the football, but they decide to try to trick Tomah and go for the whole ball of wax, and as you saw, that ball came up well short. So Tomah does get the stop, is what just what the doctor ordered.
I was just going to say, on 4th and 2 with a running game, why would you throw it? But element of surprise, but it was well underthrown, and Hoffman was back there, and now for some reason they're going to take a timeout. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in 30.
Tomah Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery. Our board-certified physicians meet the needs of every patient with the Mako Smart Robotics and Da Vinci surgical systems.
Tomah Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Visit tomahhealth.org for expert surgical care.
All right, welcome back. Tomah first possession, second half, down big, 42-13. Brisky in motion. Tim Buddy on the run. Other MVC games going on tonight. Logan is at Reedsburg. Central at Anna. And last night, Holman beat Baraboo 31-0, and Boyko back in the game. That's a good sign. Haven't seen him in a while. Big part of this team. Had a big catch to set up Tomah's first score a long time ago. Tomah looking to throw right here, and it's incomplete, and they were looking for Boyko. Tomah football in 2024 brought to you by Tricor Insurance. We thank them for their support. Also by Gerke Excavating. We thank Gerke's for their support. And by Tomah Health. We thank Tomah Health for their support. We hope you'll thank all these businesses to get an opportunity. Our 40th year of Tomah High School sports are on the Hagen Sports Network. Seen a lot of bad, seen a lot of good, seen a lot of ugly, and tonight it hasn't been pretty. 42-13 Sparta. Third and long Tomah, and back to the run, which really for the most part has not been there.
Fourth down.
And they're going to go for it. 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Tomah needs 4th and 8, maybe 7.
I tell you, if they would send Boyko deep, he draws so much attention. That 10 to 15 yard area, you should be able to get somebody open in that area.
You would think so. We'll see what they do. Obviously, they're not going to run it. Steffel looking Boyko's direction, and it's over the head of Abbas.
It was open.
And they take over on downs. Yes, he was open. You're right, Wags. In case you're wondering, the last 10 times these teams have played, each team has won 5.
This just in, WKBT's Play of the Week winner was
The Sparta team day, very honestly, now that we've seen a half, they have a lot more speed than I thought they had, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they got some speed and quickness, and you know, we know Logan is pretty good, and watching Sparta here tonight in a half, I would have to say it'd take a pretty good football team to beat them, and obviously Logan is pretty good, so I think they have a chance to do some damage in the conference, and you know, the Holman game will probably be huge.
Yeah, that Holman game for them here in 2 weeks will be huge. Well, here goes Ott on the run. Or was it Otten? It was Otten on the run. No, it was Ott on the run. Bo Rui on the tackle. Low snap to True. True looking downfield, got a man down there. Caught. Tackle by Jackson Steffel. Not bad coverage by Steffel, just a great throw and a great catch.
That's twice in his first half, once on the first drive and now this one, where they have fumbled the snap. He has picked it up and found his receiver both times, completed both of those passes, and what usually is disaster, they've made plays.
Well, they have scored on 6 of 7 possessions. This is their 8th possession. And another touchdown. And it's 48-13, Sparta. It looks like McTaggart is down now.
Kids are cramping up all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of cramping up going on tonight. Odd is a senior. And they're going to go for the extra point, obviously. Ron Roon's had plenty of practice tonight. Extra point is good. 49-13, Sparta leading Tomah on the Hagen Sports Network. 49-13. 36-point lead for Sparta. So we will have running clock unless something changes for the rest of this game. Tim Buddy on the return. So running clock, which means it'll only start on timeouts and touchdowns. So we'll see how the final 6 minutes of this quarter. Still a lot of football to go, Dave. 49-13 Sparta. Keep in mind at one time, Dave, after they were up 14-0, we cut it to 21-13. But it's been all them since then.
All. We do mean all.
Abbas on the run.
31 Abbas up in the area, 17 Diamonds with the tackle. Second down.
Yeah, Tim Buddy scored his second touchdown in the game with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. And at that time, Tomah was right back in it, 21-13. But it's 49-13 now. 28 unanswered points. Incomplete.
Third down.
So Sparta's going to go to 1-1 the MVC.
Was intended to go deep or was intended to go short, but obviously
Didn't look like Raisin knew he was the hot receiver on that one. He was running out there and not even turning to look for the ball at all.
Running clock here in the third quarter. Tomah down by 36. Staffel to throw it. Underthrown. Looking for Buckendall. So for the third time in 4 games, Sparta's put up 40 or more. But came in averaging 34 points a game, only giving up at 11. Fourth down, Tomah. Steph LaPont. He's going to put it inside the 15 of Steffel. Down by Buckendall. Just don't see a lot of drive out of Tomah right now, do you?
No, you don't.
They're looking like a team that's down by 36.
Yeah, they certainly do. At Sparta, they don't look as sharp as they did in that first half either. they look like a team that's just trying to get it over with.
I imagine it won't be long we're going to see a lot of subs for Sparta. Another player down on the field, this one for Tomah. So the break in the action. Here's a look at some more businesses and organizations bringing you tonight's game. We'll be back. Sparta takes over with a 36-point lead and running clock. Still have their starters in there to Sparta for the most part. There's Otten on the run. 49-13 Sparta. Drew still under at QB. They give it to Ott. Nice tackle by Eisensee. Yeah, I like the down mark. I like the down markers that light up. We should get some of those. Surprised we don't have that. We don't see a lot of it, but they really make our job easier.
Needs to turn it to third down though, don't he?
That's what I thought. Yeah, somebody better tell him. Yeah, still got it on 2.
There was a penalty, that's why.
All right, there was a flag. I didn't see the flag. That's going to give him a first down. Drew wants to throw it. Got a man open. That's Ott again. Well, here's my take, Wags. 2 years ago, we bought brand new goalposts, Reed J. McKean Memorial Field, at a cost of $26,000. You would think we could afford a down marker that lit up. That's just my take.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know how much those go for, but when I was at the Badger game this year, the first one, that's the first time I've seen the light up down marker, and kind of surprised to see it here in high school, but yeah.
I don't know where it was. I know we've seen it somewhere before. You don't see them a lot. Otten on the run, other flag. That's going to be the last play of the quarter as we have running clock here. We go the fourth quarter. 36-point lead for Sparta on the Hagen Sports Network. All right, fourth quarter, running clock, shouldn't take too long. 49-13 Sparta. Otten on the run. Eisenstein on the tackle. So if you're Joe Plotzwags, what positives do you take out of this one?
I don't know. There was, the two drives, the two scoring drives. Yeah, outside of that, there sure ain't much. I don't know what the tally is going to be here for penalties, and we said 12 was too many, but I'm guessing we're at that or have surpassed that by now.
Yeah, we had 12 last week in the win against Baraboo. Kratke on the tackle, Otten on the run. And it does not get any easier when Tomah heads to Holman next Friday for a very good Holman team, which beat Baraboo 31-0 last night. And in 2 weeks, Tomah back home for Central. Again, we will not be televising the Holman game next Friday. Our next broadcast will be in 2 weeks when Central comes to Tomah. Odd in motion. Wags, are you surprised their starters are still out there?
Yeah, a little bit, but like I said, they don't seem to be trying too hard. The first two plays netted -1 yard, and then on third down they go to money in the bank and decide, we'll just go pick this up and keep possession of the football. So, yeah, the starters are still out there. I'm a little surprised.
Well, True's out there. We saw McTaggart leave the game. He was cramping up. I'm sure he won't be back, but Mason Ott has been a huge factor tonight, is still in there for them. Back to run. Another tackle for Eisenstein. I want to mention, Dave, before we leave here tonight, Bruce Raisin having a great season. Raisin going into tonight, tied for the lead in assists with 15. He also leads the team in sacks with 2. And Raisin leads the team in tackles for loss with 3. Tim Buddy, Raisin, and Adam Brisky all have 15 assists coming in. Winding down to 9 to go. 36-point lead for Sparta. Out in motion. Flag on the play. Another penalty on Tomah. Eight and a half to go. Sparta at their own 41. And they're going to throw it. True wants to throw it, and it is caught by Geyer.
Coming back. Penalty. It's coming back.
Flag on the play. You saw the flag come early, didn't you?
Yeah.
So here's the question of the night. 7 to go. We're down by 36. Will the Badger-Alabama game be any closer?
I kind of doubt it.
Badgers, Wags, believe it or not, are only 16-point underdogs. That surprised me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't have the money to go gambling, but if I did, I think I'd probably put some money on Alabama there.
Well, they have a party down at the Zone in Sparta tonight. You get the feeling it's going to be a pretty good party, don't you?
Oh yeah, be a nice celebration. Beat your arch rival again, and as you said, it's been kind of a back and forth, even series. This is going to give them a little bit of a slight lead. And you know what happens? Hey, I'm just saying, there was a coach in Chicago once that took his team to the playoffs, but could not beat Green Bay, quite frankly. His name was Lovie Smith. He lost his job. Just putting it out there.
Well, their activities director, John Blaha, is up here now, and John is... We show you the gold ball. It's up. It's actually right next to us. It's the first time we've seen the gold ball that's close in person, and it's a traveling trophy. It started back in 2006. Tomah came in here tonight hoping to get it back, but it's going to stay here in Sparta. $7:44 to go. I believe it might be Hoffman, number 1. He was cramping up earlier. Nice play there. Another nice play for Nate Eisensee. Leitzel on the run. Yeah, they've got their stars out there, like you said, Dave earlier for the most part. Odd and True are out there, but this kind of going through the motions, aren't they?
I kind of worry about that offensive line, though, because they're just not playing the same at all. That's about the 4th TFL we've had here since we've had running clock, and I don't think we had one before that.
Yeah, good point. The old line looks a lot different. Another nice run. So Sparta will go to 1-1 in the MVC, 3-1 overall. We'll trip to Reedsburg. And Dave, last time, not that long ago, Reedsburg, you said, was beating Logan, right?
Yeah, that's what our neighbors on the radio have got wrote down.
That's a shocker.
It's not over, but...
Yeah, I did not see that coming. Well, they're going to punt for the first time. Actually blocked. And it almost turned into a touchdown. Well, there's one of the few bright spots for Tomah. Didn't see who blocked it. Cameron Finch picked it up. So Tomah with a chance to get this lead under 36 now.
That's our second turnover, I think?
Second turnover of the season, yes. Yeah, only two in 4 games. Not good. Buckendahl top the screen. Tomah with the run. Tim Buddy. Actually, it wasn't Buddy. It's Finch on the run. I take that back. It was the sophomore, Carson Newland, number 24, the sophomore, Carson Newland. That's the JV's in there right now, I think, for the most part. Newland again. Two back-to-back runs for Carson Newland. Steffel still in there at QB. And there's a touchdown for Carson Newland. And it's 49-19 Sparta. Indeed, that ends their unanswered point streak at 28. And Tomah goes for two now. And trying to get the two, and they will. Owen Loudon gets the two. Tomah with a touchdown to Carson Newland a moment ago, and to look this way. Steffel still in there at QB. And there's a touchdown for Carson Newland. All right, so Tomah blocks the punt, get a touchdown out of Carson Newland. 2-point conversion by Owen Loudon. And we lose the running clock, 4:14 still to go. They'll take over at their 49. Tomah football in 2024 has also been brought to you by Bank First. We thank Bank First for their support. Also the Tomah Sports Boosters Club, we thank them for their support. As well as American Family Insurance, Jeremy Holloman, your agent. So we're going to do some changes here for Sparta right now. 3:37 to go. Pretty much their JV team out there more than likely. Sardi's at QB. And he drops the snap to Zardy. A lot of new faces out there for both teams, aren't there, Dave, for obvious reasons?
Yep, it's about that time. In basketball, you call it garbage time. I don't know what you call it in football, but starters have the rest of the night off, as it should be.
Zardy still a QB for them. Using all the clock, as you can see, he's watching the back judge. Using as much time as he can is Zardy. Another bad snap to Zardy, and he gets it back again. Winding down to 2 to go. Stick around for the Murrays on Main post game coming up. We'll show you all the other scores from around the MVC and look ahead. Tonight's game also has been brought to you by the Elbow Room. We thank the Elbow Room for their support, along with CCF Bank. Thank you, CCF Bank, and Mecca Sportswear. Our next televised game will be 2 weeks from tonight when Tomah's home for Central. Again, no broadcast next week at Holman. A Holman team that is 2-0 on the MVC and beat Baraboo 31-0 last night. And now we're going to get a timeout. We'll be back at 30.
Tomah Health offers the latest surgical techniques for a wide range of procedures, including orthopedics, endoscopy, gynecology, and cataract surgery. Our board-certified physicians meet the needs of every patient with the Mako Smart Robotics and Da Vinci surgical systems.
Tomah Health has an excellent reputation, and we have access to the latest technologies, including computer-assisted total joint replacement.
Visit tomahhealth.org for expert surgical care.
All right, minute and a half to go. Tomah killing Sparta 49-21. Calling the timeout. Looks like Tomah may have jumped. Sparta came in, as we said earlier, averaging 34 a game. Third time this season they put up more than 40. They're only giving up at 11. They've given up 21 tonight. They gave up 21 last week to Logan when they only scored 16. And the fact that McTaggart only had 18 yards rushing last week tells you how good that Logan defense must be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we haven't stopped the run yet this year, really, and Sparta really took advantage of that fact tonight.
Yeah, Tomah giving up at well over 200 yards a game, and if that doesn't change, it's going to be a long finale. We came in the night, Dave, with 6 MVC games remaining, keeping in mind that 4 of the 6 will not be at home. We still have away games at Holman, Logan, and Anna. Home games with Central and Reedsburg. That's got to be a flag, right? Yep. They throw the flag. Damian Wilson literally thrown out of bounds.
This just came in, Greg. Sparta's kicker has made first team all-conference.
All right, that's not real shocking news. No, you got a workout tonight. That's your ball game, and we'll see if we can find Jim or Mr. Blaha with a traveling trophy. John Blaha, nice enough to. There it is, right there. Traveling trophy stays in Sparta. I thought they might grab it and do wild stuff, but. Well, it was 21-13 at one time, and then Sparta ran off 28 unanswered points, and they win big, 49-21. Murray's on Main. Post game is next. Stay with us.